In the ever-evolving world of social media, TikTok has emerged as a dominant platform for people to share their thoughts and observations, especially about politics. Recently, a viral wave of videos on TikTok has highlighted one of Donald Trump's rallies in Washington, D.C., revealing a stark contrast between the reality on the ground and what was broadcast on television. As users across the platform exposed the low turnout at the event, these videos quickly became a rallying cry for those critical of Trump. With the former president already facing a slew of legal challenges and a barrage of criticism, the social media storm surrounding his so-called empty rally might be his latest nightmare. Let's dive into the various angles TikTok users are bringing to the forefront, including reactions to his false claims about the recent hurricane and his handling of overtime cuts for union workers. Social media platforms have always been a battleground for political discourse. What's particularly unique about TikTok is its rapid-fire format, making it easy for users to quickly share videos that can spread like wildfire. In just 24 to 48 hours, TikTok videos have gained massive traction, exposing Donald Trump's most recent rally in D.C. as sparsely attended, despite media outlets framing it as a packed event. With millions of views, these TikToks are proving to be more than just viral entertainment. They are dismantling Trump's narrative in real time and providing a platform for users to voice their frustrations with his leadership. These viral moments come at a time when Trump is already under significant pressure. The former president is facing multiple legal battles, including indictments and court cases. As if the legal troubles weren't enough, Trump has been heavily criticized for his response to Hurricane Helene, where he seemed more interested in attacking President Joe Biden than helping those affected by the storm. On top of all this, labor unions have begun to ring the alarm over Trump's plans to cut overtime, potentially dealing a significant blow to millions of workers. With all these converging crises, TikTok has become a platform for everyday Americans to voice their discontent and shine a light on the gaps in Trump's rhetoric. The empty rally exposed, the TikTok breakdown. The centerpiece of this recent TikTok firestorm is footage of Donald Trump's rally in Washington, D.C., where his supporters gathered on the National Mall. Multiple videos showed that despite the cameras zooming in on the crowd to make it seem full, the actual attendance was embarrassingly low. TikTok user after TikTok user posted clips of the rally from various angles, all showing large empty spaces and far fewer attendees than expected. One video in particular went viral for its humorous take on the event. The user panned the camera across the National Mall, showing just how small the gathering truly was. There's a Trump rally on the mall, and all the cameras are panning in on the crowd to make it look really full. But this is what it actually looks like, the user says as the camera captures an empty quarter of the space reserved for the rally. The TikTok continues, with the narrator poking fun at Tulsi Gabbard, who was spotted at the event, screaming into the microphone with little response from the crowd. For Trump, who has always prided himself on drawing massive crowds, this was undoubtedly a nightmare. The low turnout, amplified by millions of views on TikTok, is a visual reminder that his support may not be as strong as it once was. These videos have become symbolic of a larger shift in how Trump is perceived by the public. His rallies, once considered spectacles, now seem to be losing their impact. But the rally wasn't the only thing TikTok users had on their minds. The app has also become a place for people to express their anger over Donald Trump's false statements about Hurricane Helene. A North Carolinian took to TikTok to call out Trump for blatantly lying on live television about the storm and Biden's response. The TikTok user pointed out that Trump falsely claimed that Biden wasn't doing anything to help those affected by the hurricane, despite Biden's administration already taking the necessary steps to ensure resources and aid were in place before the storm even hit. In the TikTok, the user says, "I just watched Trump in real time on TV Lie, which he's really good at, but he's lying about the storms. I have family members and friends that have been affected in different states, and the news media allowed it to happen. She goes on to describe how Trump claimed Biden wasn't helping when, in fact, Biden had followed protocol by not visiting the areas affected by the storm immediately so as not to interfere with emergency responses. This TikTok wasn't just about calling out Trump for lying. It was also a criticism of the media for giving him a platform. I just find it unconscionable what the news media allows him to say. The lies he spews, she said. The video struck a chord with viewers, many of whom echoed her sentiments in the comments, sharing their frustrations with both Trump and the media. Biden versus Trump, a tale of two hurricanes. While Trump faced criticism for his response to Hurricane Helen, another North Carolinian TikTok user took the opportunity to highlight the stark contrast between how Trump and Biden have handled hurricane crises. The user recalled how Trump delayed aid during Hurricane Florence in 2018, leaving many North Carolinians to fend for themselves. Back when Hurricane Florence hit in North Carolina, Donald Trump sat on his for 2 months, let the government shut down, and 41 people died, the user explained. In contrast, Biden had already declared North Carolina a federal disaster area before Hurricane Helen made landfall, ensuring that resources and help were on the way immediately. The difference between the two presidents' handling of crises couldn't be more glaring, and TikTok has given everyday Americans a platform to share their personal experiences. These first-hand accounts are more than just rants. They provide a sobering look at the real-world consequences of political leadership. Union workers sound the alarm over Trump's overtime cuts. In addition to the hurricane fiasco, another TikTok video that caught fire came from a union worker who warned his fellow members about Trump's plan to cut overtime. This issue, while not as widely covered in the mainstream media, has sparked outrage among labor groups, and TikTok has become the place where these voices are amplified. The union worker, visibly upset, explains how Trump's proposal would affect working-class Americans. They are basically taking your hours and making it a 160-hour work month. Do you know why he's saying there's going to be no tax on overtime? Because there isn't going to be any, the worker says. He goes on to emphasize how critical overtime pay is for many union workers, calling Trump's plan a betrayal of the very people he claims to represent. TikTok users quickly rallied around this video, with many commenting on how the elimination of overtime would devastate their families. The platform became a space, not just for venting frustrations, but for organizing and raising awareness. As the video gained traction, it became clear that this was an issue Trump couldn't afford to ignore, especially with labor unions being a significant voting bloc. Humorous reactions. TikTok's unique blend of politics and comedy. Of course, no TikTok breakdown would be complete without highlighting the humor that often accompanies political commentary on the app. One of the most popular videos circulating right now features a woman listening to clips of Donald Trump bragging about himself. Her facial expressions as Trump claims to know more about various topics than anyone else are priceless. From claiming he knows more about ISIS than the generals, to boasting about his knowledge of wind technology, the absurdity of Trump's statements is amplified by the woman's exaggerated reactions. These types of videos, while humorous, serve a dual purpose. They entertain, but they also highlight the ridiculousness of Trump's self-aggrandizing behavior. TikTok has mastered the art of blending humor with serious political commentary, making it accessible to a wide audience while still driving home important points. The bigger picture: can Trump weather the storm? As these TikTok videos continue to circulate, it's clear that Trump is facing a unique challenge. The combination of an underwhelming rally, mounting criticism over his handling of natural disasters, and backlash from labor unions has created a perfect storm. And TikTok, with its ability to amplify voices and spread messages quickly, is playing a crucial role in shaping the narrative. For Trump, who has always prided himself on being in control of the media. This is unfamiliar territory. In the past, he could rely on traditional outlets to shape his image, but with platforms like TikTok, he no longer has that luxury. The platform allows for real-time fact-checking, and as the viral videos show, it's a tool that can expose the truth in ways that traditional media cannot. As TikTok continues to play an increasingly important role in political discourse, the viral videos exposing Trump's empty rally and his mishandling of major issues serve as a reminder of the power of social media. For Donald Trump, the platform has become a nightmare, a place where his shortcomings are amplified for millions to see. Whether it's the empty rally, the lies about Hurricane Helen, or the betrayal of union workers, TikTok users are unmasking the former president in real time. The question now is whether Trump can survive this new media landscape. With the 2024 election on the horizon, and TikTok showing no signs of slowing down, Trump's once ironclad hold on the media narrative may be slipping. As more people take to the platform to share their stories and call out his falsehoods, the pressure on Trump will only continue to mount. One thing is certain: the days of Trump dominating the news cycle unchecked are over. Thanks to platforms like TikTok, the truth is being revealed one viral video at a time.